Hello there, I'm Alger Hill, and welcome back to some Hearts of Iron 4 Death or Dishonor. We are Czechoslovakia defending against the might of the German Empire. The anti-Comintern pack is on its way, and we don't really want to agree with that. And the Germans, they're looking very German. I imagine they're going to start to do the warrior wars soon. I'm continuing to build military factors so as to be able to get up extra equipment and such what's. We're a bit low in terms of equipment, because I do need to give in engineer equipment as soon as possible. So I've been 163 days. So I do have some time, so it's okay. But I'm now short on steel and also support equipment and also aluminium. And I really, really do not want to have to trade for more. But I'm gonna have to, aren't I? Yeah, I'm gonna have to because I'm just gonna keep getting more. All right, we're gonna trade for some extra resources. God damn, I didn't want to have to do that. That's lame. I will give them to the French. Cool. This way we're getting a little bit more support equipment and stuff like that. And there we go, we got fortification studies, which gives us 0.2% population, and also allows us to build forts a lot faster. So now we're going to do the very first of the actual fortifications, which gives us the Studenten early fortifications. A little bit of army experience, and we get 3 forts all over the Sudetenland. As well as that, we also get extra 0.3% recruitable population, which is amazing. So give me that. I'm just going to rush down this. And that's going to give me lots of extra population, and it also means I can start fulfilling the equipment that I need, or the population I need for my recruitment. Because we desperately need infantry. Oh my god. Obviously, our infantry also needs to be carried over and hurried up. We have all this done, which is great, but so far so good. I mean, some tanks would also be a great idea to be able to kind of really quickly grab territory, but at the moment we don't really have the factory power to do so. We do actually have a little... We actually have oil, so we should probably just start building the tanks, really. Like, why not? Yeah, let's do this. Let's start building some tanks. Just get, like a couple tank divisions ready, you know? Just like a couple. And then we can actually start to, like, properly get stuff together. Yeah, that'd be good. We don't actually have motorized built just yet, though. We have a focus that gives us motorized equipment, don't we? Is it very far? Yeah, motorization scheme. We are actually going to need that anyway. So let's get the population we need, and we'll head down towards the motorization scheme. Because the thing is, we're going to be defending against these guys for a long time. We're just going to be standing there defending like crazy. So we have the time. Okay, so we want to keep building factories. Because we get all the forts we really need, to be honest. And as you guys can see, if we head over to construction of forts, you can see it's given us 1 fort in each of those little areas. And when we finish this focus, it's going to give us a lot more. There we are. Just going to keep putting troops on the borders. And they're going to get defensive. Because look at that max entrenchment. Oh, yes. Give it to me. They haven't done Anschluss yet, but they will soon. And when that happens, oh boy, that'll be fun. Fun indeed. I think it would be nice to get some tanks, because the idea behind this strategy is to basically let the Germans throw themselves at us, just like tanks upon tanks upon tanks. Absolutely throw themselves at us, until eventually they've run out of equipment and supplies, and when they get involved in the other wars, because they have to, because it's historical AI focus, they'll get attacked, and then we can push out with maybe some light tanks or whatever. So as you can see now, we got a little bit of extra population. Not much, but a little bit of population. If we look at our forts, as you can see, there are now level 3 forts all over the area. There's none in Zlowozy, however, so that's slightly worrying. But every little bit there is defended. We will need to put some into Zlowozy, right there, and also one into southern Slovakia. But we do actually have a focus to get that. So, Zlowozy and southern Slovakia. So that gives us 2. And the Hungarian line gives us 3. And the Polish line gives... Okay, so we'll get that later. But let's keep going the advanced fortifications, because we get some population as well, which is really what we need. Alright, good stuff. This also allows us to build up a small stockpile of equipment. See, I would actually prefer to have motorized divisions, but to be honest, maybe cavalry would just be better, you know? Maybe that would actually just be better. Sorry, we'll see. Each of these require, you know, pretty much all the manpower I get from getting these. Alright, there's still an army innovations, which is great. I think it's actually late 38. So we actually have some extra focuses we can do. But I do want to get down these first. The army exports as well is very, very tasty. Ooh. Production efficiency growth. Okay, so we can now get... so we can't get partial mobilization yet, because it's not the more than 15% war tension. And we get extensive conscription for free later on. So one of the things we're going to want to start to consider... There's no point really getting planes, because the planes are going to kill us. They're going to outplane us like crazy. There's no point building planes, they're just going to die, you know? So we might as well just start considering army defense. So 10% division defense, because that's all we're going to be about, is defending like crazy. Trench warfare! Nice. Cool. Max entrenchment plus 10 and 25% entrenchment speed. And now we'll get the max planning. Look at that, though. It receives 13%, max 39%. Oh, it's so good. 39% bonus score from entrenchment. That's good. Because trench warfare is an extra 25. That is strong. Really strong. Just keep putting troops all over the borders. That's the plan. Alright, look at that. We finished another factory. Let's get another in there. So far, we're looking pretty good for terms of equipment. And we haven't actually finished the engineer division yet. But when we do, I want us to actually be able to use it. Here we go. So to be able to get division preparations, it needs to be 10% war tension, but we will have it by that point. And we desperately need the core territory 10% as well, so... Like, desperately. Oh, man. So desperately. That's alright. So we go. It's dented in advanced fortifications, and then the final fortifications. And as you can see, we have still those lovely forts there. The Hindenburg incident. Oh, the Hindenburg was fine. Oh, that's nice, I guess. So there's actually a very fun little random chance there, even with historical focuses on. Because the Hindenburg obviously was a disaster, but there are some, in about 30% of the time or something like that, it will not fire. You get that event where basically the Hindenburg didn't explode, which is kind of cool, right? And it's like damaged. There's another event later in the game that always comes up. Hang on, we just got the engineer company, so let's actually make sure. Oh, look at that. Already there's two things we could be getting that we've not got. So, there's an event later in the game that you'll always get. Basically, it's the flight of Rudolf Hess. And Rudolf Hess was basically like the Deputy Führer. I think that may have actually been his actual rank. And the Deputy Führer, if you don't know about this, basically wanted to make peace with England. And so in 1940 or 41, he flew a private plane, or his own plane, and he landed in, like, Scotland. Something like that. And he sought out the nearest, there was a Nazi sympathizer in Scotland that he knew of. And he sought out him, basically wanting to organize a surrender and a way to the peace to happen. He immediately turned him over to the authorities, and Rudolf Hess spent the rest of his life in prison, basically. He was eventually freed, I believe. But I find it quite a funny story. However, if the Hindenburg does not get destroyed, he actually flies there in the Hindenburg, which I just think is a nice little nod to the kind of ridiculousness of craziness. He was convicted of crimes against peace, and he would serve a life sentence until his death by suicide. How's that for goddamn depressing? See, that's just depressing. Yeah. Look at this. Look how many factories we're making. We're doing awesome. So I mean, what else do we really need? I mean, we're gonna have the equipment that we need. It's just steel we're lacking at the moment. And I mean, we did just get planes, so I guess we could try and make some fighters. I guess. But is there really a lot of benefit? Ah, artillery. Yeah, if we could get some artillery, that would actually be really good. So let's get some of this artillery. Like, we already have a pretty large surplus of infantry equipment, so let's do that. Ah, I still need steel, though. Ah, screw it. We're going to need to do it anyway. Portugal, you can have that. And steel, we'll give it to the Soviet Union again. There we are. And so we'll just keep building some more factories. So yeah, I just like that he'll fly there in the Hindenburg. It's a really lovely nod to history. So leadership purge in the Soviet Union, standard stuff. And finally, the Sudetenland final fortifications, which gives us forts in all those important sexy areas. So that's nice. Okay, so now it's going to be a good idea to start heading down towards united population, so that we can actually maybe get some value. But I do want the motorized for tanks. I think it's going to be better to just leave that. We can do that when the war has already started. Let's start getting some industry. Though we don't really need civilian factories, but I want the united population, so we lose the divided pop. Because that's 0.5% pop. I need that. It's essentially 0.5% population. Going down this route would be good as well, but the industry is going to be better to grab sooner. Because we do need the population if we want to start putting troops on the ground. And drinking a smoothie. A fruit, yogurt, and rice milk smoothie. It's quite good. So, yeah, pretty good, guys. Pretty good stuff. So building some artillery, some tanks. I mean, they're only light tanks, but they're gonna give us some value. I think it's gonna be useful to have them around. And we're building a really nice little stockpile too, because we are gonna lose. The thing is, we do need a stockpile because we are gonna use just a ton of it. You know, just an absolute ton of just trying to defend ourselves. Nationalist Spain has, of course, won. UK is doing fortify East Asia, and France is doing a levy en masse, which gives them a defensive focus of basically better production costs. I love that levy en masse, which means mass army or mass recruitment, gives them 10% recruit cost of infantry equipment. Shouldn't they give them more population? But whatever. Just whatever. Oh, and look at that, we get some more modified government points. Unfortunately, we still can't go to partial mobilization because we're not in the... it's not more than 15% world tension yet for some reason. Japan's not declared war yet. That's... Chinese border incident, so they're actually just about to. So world tension should climb up to 15% with this. Should be fine. How about this Proud.com bracelet on for like 3 or 4 weeks now? It's pretty crazy. Over a month, actually. Alright. So, with this, you get the incident, and then the war should begin. Yep. So there we are, we're at 8% because the Civil War finished. Good stuff. This is going to allow us, and this is the Czechoslovakia industry. Let's just wait a second and see if it fires, because it should fire automatically. Oh, yeah, like that. They're doing the war for China. So in 70 days, we will get war for China. So we'll be at 50 points. We'll still have to wait 100 days. So I think I'll keep my points. But in the meantime, war tension is rising up at a good level, which means we can start heading down defensive preparations, which will get us that sexy, sexy population bonus. Oh, yes. Also, we get 200... Oh, we get 200 political power from going Democratic Bastion. Jesus Christ. Okay. We're fine then. Let's just start grabbing every defensive bonus we can. I should have got a tank designer. Damn it. I should have done that a while ago. No. Anything that gives us defensive bonuses. No. Rocket site, radar station, air base. All these are kind of useless. But let's get the division recovery rate bonus. We're going to get a lot of that anyway. Marco Polo Bridge incident, pushing us to 9. And then, of course, they're going to go to war in a bit. Good stuff. Tactical air effort from Germany and claims on Yugoslavia. Oh, baby. Improved machine tools. Yeah, give me that production efficiency. And now we'll get some construction. Yes, I'm on low manpower, I know. But there's not a lot that can be done about it. My pop filter is touching my microphone. Stop that. Bad pop filter. You're very naughty. There we go, much better. Now my voice should be even more crystal clear. Okay, so all factories have been produced, so that's nice. And we also have spare equipment. Okay. Like, we are already building a huge reserve. How much does it take now to give an engineer company? So it takes 1,320. So I think maybe I should just keep putting them into support equipment. And military factory-wise, we're kind of okay. But anti-air might be pretty good as well. So maybe we should actually be building anti-air, considering we're going to have to defend this like crazy. Anti-air gets built pretty fast. 9th of December, yeah. That should be fine. Cool. I mean, the anti-air doesn't do a lot, but it does help. Yeah. Divisions. Of course, they're going to Anschluss soon. I'm surprised they haven't already Anschluss. Or is that the beginning of 38? I don't remember. Keep going, lads. We got this. We just got to keep recruiting. War of China is going to begin in a second. So once we're the Democratic Bastion, we're going to head down Beacon Liberty and then defensive preparations. And we will have the population that we need. Oh, yeah. It'll also be a good idea to keep a reserve of units available. I mean, the tanks are probably good ones to keep for that. So that we always have at least some force, so that if something gets taken, we can immediately try and take it back. The annoying thing is the Anschluss pushes the border right up to there. That's super frustrating. I mean, the Sudetenland does still have it, and this bit does still have it as well, but it's still annoying. And there's the Japan War. Japan? The Japanese war on China, with the Japanese build-up on the Chinese border, and the Italian claims on Yugoslavian territory. Oh, no, we can't do that until we have 70% support. Shit. Shit. I've done this badly. We need 70% political party support. That's bad. Okay, so let's grab partial mobilization. And let's grab the Democratic Reformer. Because it is democracy. Should have grabbed him a while ago. That is unfortunate. Uh-oh, so we can't grab that. Okay, we need populations. Let's start getting down Czechoslovakia industry. Grand battle plan. Good stuff. Oh dear. That's not good. Well, there's the war anyway, so that's good. Chinese United Front forms, good stuff. And we got the partial mobilization, which gives us extra construction speed and also more civilian factories. Because even though we traded them away, now we get these a lot faster. We get these lovely anti-airs. They should actually all be constructed by the time we need them, so we're fine. Yep, we are now out of manpower. That is very unfortunate. Oh man, I completely forgot about the population. Should have been doing that a long time ago. Oh man, it's actually possible I may not actually be able to get to extensive thingy. I need that. I need the defensive defense on our core territory. Shit. Well, the main thing now is to rush down towards united population. And there's the Anschluss. Here it comes. Oh, I hope this doesn't fuck me. This may fuck me a little bit. Because I really need that population. I think I'm going to have to do it manually, because I think the war is going to start sooner than this. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do this manually. Screw defensive preparations. Sorry. We don't have the time for that. Unfortunately, this doesn't give us any political power. Shit. Whoopsie daisy. We made a definite whoopsie here, guys. We get some strategic decision, but that doesn't really help us at all. Trust in the West and doctrines would have been good and the research slots and stuff, but that doesn't help us now, so. Czechoslovakia industry. Yeah, by the time we finish that to get the 150 political power, we'll already be at 150, so. Let's go down Czechoslovak. 3. Ooh, cool. Helps us out a little bit. This actually gets rid of the divided nation benefit malice, which is basically extra consumer goods as well. So there's the Anschluss of Austria. After a successful coup d'etat by the local Nazi party, German troops have crossed the Austrian border and taken control of the country. No fighting is reported, and German soldiers were greeted by cheering crowds in the cities. Oh, good. The oldest province of the German, no, the oldest eastern province of the German people shall be, from this point on, the new bastion of the German Reich. I love that in German, Austria is what is it? It's Ostlandike, isn't it? Ostland, or what is it? All right, let me look it up. I've literally forgotten. Come on, what are you doing? Show me the Wikipedia page. Yeah, Österreich, which means Eastern government, Eastern country, because Austria is literally just east. It's the place into the eastern part of Germany. I don't know why, but I find that very cool. Okay, so now we need to delete this line. Because now, they need to actually go on the German border. Yeah, not good. Hungarian secures Romanian support for rearmament. No. Lodge a diplomatic protest. Stop it. Doesn't really do anything, but please don't. Oh god, I forget. Can they join? That would not be good if they can join. Because I actually don't remember. Announcing the Goya program. That's fine. As long as they don't go and strengthen fascists and join the damn Axis. Oh boy. I don't think... I know they can go down the route of... Yeah. The first Vienna Award gives Hungary some of Romania and gives them Slovakia. But I don't think they can actually do that until they get the Sudetenland, because obviously... Yeah, they need to own Sudetenland to be able to do this. Which means they'll never actually be able to go to war with Poland. Oh no, they can. They can go reassert Eastern claims. Yeah. Oh well. But they can never go... Yeah, they can never go second Vienna Award. So that's interesting. Let's just set this line up and see what happens. Oh man. That's not going to be fun. Yeah, we need the pop. We need the population. Oh, here it comes, though. It's almost time. We'll need to do that in the very next episode, however, because we are approaching the point of the demanding of the Sudetenland, and we're going to need... We don't have nearly enough troops. We have a lot of equipment, though. My hope is that in the next episode, we'll be able to fully give these guys the engineer company that they need, so they still cannot, which is very unfortunate. So let's just hope we can actually do this at a really good speed, otherwise we are going to be completely and totally boned. Oh god. Actually, no, we didn't like that. So make sure you check out the other series I have on my channel, as well as that. Do leave me a like and a comment. I absolutely love replying to comments, and I reply to every single one. As well as that, you can check my Patreon out in the description if you want to support me further. I was Aldra Hill, and I'll continue to be, and this has been some Hearts of Iron 4, Czechoslovakian Defense. Let's see if we do it. Bye-bye.